G'day guys, what's cracking? It's your boy 2Aussie here again. So today we're heading down to check out Brew Mountains Brewery. Well, I'm not going to go and grab some booze from there, but every Friday and Saturday they have a food truck there, all different sorts. So today's food truck is Cevapi King. So something we haven't had on here before, Cevapis. I think that's how you say it. Cevapis, maybe. Cevap. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, we're going to try out Cevapi King now. Folks, I've got to tell you, I looked on their Googles. Can't find much about them. Like most of these food trucks, if you try and Google them, you don't get much info. They don't seem to have a proper Google page. But I'm super juiced to try this stuff. Probably going to be a bit pricey because even though I couldn't find any info, these food trucks always tend to be that little bit more up there. So folks, that's what's on the cards today. Not sure what I'm getting yet. Like I said, not sure what's on the menu, but we will come up with something, I'm sure. So let's head down there. It's Valley Heights near Springwood. It's in the industrial area in Valley Heights. So let's see what we come up with. I'll grab the goods and I'll circle back to you. Come with. And we're back, babies, and we got the goods. Here it is. Now, we went for something called the King Pack. It's not because I'm the king, which some people do comment. It's because it's Cevapi King. Now, Cevapi Munyanyo. $28.50 for this guy. With the deal combo, we got the King Burger, which I'll talk more to you about in a minute. I can't wait to wrap my laughing gear around this one. We go with a couple of Cevapis because it looks like they said they didn't make any burgers with that on it. We got some tips and a beveragino. Not much drinks to choose from. Coke and lemonade. I ain't going with lemonade, and it's been a hot minute really since we've had Coke, so went with the old Coca-Cola. So this is it, folks. So like I said, $28.50 all up. Now the pack itself, the drink, the chips and the burger, the King Burger, remember it's a King, 27 bucks. Now, I've gone over to the dark side today. I was going to walk away and I thought, nah, I've got to do this for the sake of Cevapis. Now, I could have got a few of these, some chips, drink and whatnot. It might have been a bit cheaper, but as soon as I heard about that burger, I was like, I've got to have that. So, folks, first of all, you know the deal. Oh, that's a bloody big chip. Have we ever seen a chip that big? No. Got to have a humongous chip. Say good day to Hugh. I'm not going to defend the price here. You guys make up your own mind. But they, believe it or not already, not because of the price or because I'm trying to hype them up, they are probably one of the best chips I've ever had. Listen to the crunch factor. Could possibly be the best chips I've ever had. Maybe they make them themselves. Now, folks, a little bit of salt, not too much. The way you like it. Now, we got to try the old Cevapi. Let's just tuck in. Very hot. Haven't come very far. Let's see how they hit. It's one of those times where size doesn't matter. They're probably supposed to be about that size. So even though this was a bit pricey, 27 bucks for the pack with the burger, I asked, because there was add-ons, I asked, can I get one Cevapi to try it? Hopefully I'm saying it right. If I'm not, my bad. But they've chucked in two, which is a good thing. Actually, I should have chucked them both on the burger, but I want to try it separately, see what it's like. Let's have another hit. I'm not getting much flavour yet. On second bite, it's hitting me a bit. It ain't overpowering, it's just a nice little flavour. Not too much of whatever's in there. Just on point. If you don't like things too full on, they actually taste pretty good. Got to have another chip. They're amazing. So, I think it's going to be one of those times when you get what you pay for. I might have paid a bit, but it's top quality food. It's actually good. And like I said, I'm not trying to build it up. If it wasn't up to scratch, and I paid $28.50 for it, you'll hear about it. With all that being said, we haven't tried the burger. Let's give it a red hot crack. Alright, this is it folks, the King Burger. And I can't deny it, looking in that box it didn't look that big, but it's a pretty decent looking burger. Now, like I said, I've got to wrap the old laughing gear around it. This will come in handy probably as a toothpick. Let's unplug it and stick it in. It's dripping everywhere already. It has got chipotle mayo, I'll tell you that much. Let's start on the drippage side. See if we can make it all run back the other way. Oh, it looks like it's got, is that pickle? I think it's pickle. I thought it was cucumber. Time to tuck in. Pretty decent burger. Now it's got chipotle mayo, cheese, a black Angus patty. No idea what's all the hype about there with the black Angus, never heard of it. But I'm sure if some of you folks out there have. We got the Cevapi, onion, tomato, lettuce. Pretty decent amount of tomato on there, which is good. I won't pull it apart because it's a super spreader, this one, and we want to be able to put it back together again, so we'll just leave it assembled. Got to go in for a second bite. This one's actually a pretty decent burger. But a pretty decent burger with a pretty hefty price, $21 just for the burger on its own. I guess the good thing about that is the combo only costs $6. Some combos are $7 these days. But is that worth 21 bucks? I'm going to have to do some good specials after this one to make up for the price. But if you want a decent feed and you've got the money to spend on it, and this is the way things are going these days anyway, you want something a bit upmarket, you pay through the nose for it. I'm not complaining. It's just a one-off for me. It's not something I do all the time. Got to go in for another hit. Loving that tomato on this. It's a bit of a winner. Unbelievable drippage on this one. Let's get some of that side where it's been dripping. So folks, not a bad burger. I can't say I'm unhappy. I need to get me little Cevapi into me. Well, it's good they put 2 in there. I was expecting 1. And I'm pretty sure, even though that was $27 for the combo with the burger, I'm pretty sure $1.50 they charged me for 2 Cevapis. So I'm a happy little Cevapi. They're pretty decent. Nice to try for something different. So they've even given me out. Knife and fork. We may keep that for another occasion because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need that today. Oh, lovely. Lovely jubbly. Now, today's beverage is proudly brought to you by Cevapi King food truck, which is at Brew Mountains Brewery today, but they do of course go to other locations. Let's crack it open and give it a red hot sweet, because I got to tell you folks, it's a bloody stinker down here in Valley Heights today. But like I've been saying lately, you get that in summer. Cevapi fits the occasion, doesn't it? So guys, we might quickly rate this and then I'm going to vamoose. The burger itself, of course, for $21, I wouldn't pay that again. And I almost walked away, like I said, but it did intrigue me, and I did want to have those little duvers, so I couldn't walk away without having them. Like I said, I could have just got a few bits and pieces and some chips and a drink, But once I saw this, I had to have it. You know how it is. Just a one-off thing. Nice and cheesy. So guys, for value, I'll probably give it a 3.5 stars out of 5 for this type of thing. And to be fair, it's not the most magnificent tasting burger I've ever tried, but it is pretty decent. I'm enjoying it. Chips, I can't believe these chips. Now, they've even got a lot of drippage on them, and I'll have that one in a minute. Those little Cevapis, they weren't overpowering. They were pretty decent. So guys, for that reason, I'm going to give it for taste 4.25 stars out of 5. It was a pretty decent tasting feed, like I said, and you'll know it. A little bit up there in price, but you do find the food trucks are a little bit more expensive too. I guess they got to pay for petrol to get to places. I don't think they're anywhere near this place where they are actually based. So they probably had a bit of a hike to get here, and it didn't look too busy either. So guys, that's your Cevapi King. Pretty decent burger. I'm just going to have to do a little bit of wheeling and dealing to make up for this one. But I don't mind doing this sort of thing every now and then. So it's time to chuff off. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo. Stay fresh.